Oh, hello everybody and welcome back to the Hellmut. Welcome back to Hellmut, the badass from hell. Don't run with scissors. Let's play as Mr. Ragnar, who we unlocked last run on our first true victory. I'll say true victory because, being fair, our first victory with the Rat King was kind of due to a bug. Don't you dare crash on me right now, Ragnar. Thank you very much. The game still runs a little bit weird sometimes. There's no denying that. The game has its issues. One of the biggest issues, I think, is people have been pointing out in the comments, and a couple of people who I've known have played the game, is just variety of content. It's a very fun game, but it just happens to be not boring. I don't want to say boring, and I don't want to say like lackluster as far as like content is going, because it does have a surprising amount of replayability, and it's really fun to play. But it's also one of those games where it feels, how do I say this without sounding rude? It feels like, this is a perfect analogy. It feels like going back after playing 4 or 5 years, 6 years even for me, of Binding of Isaac, Rebirth, Afterbirth, Afterbirth Plus, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Feels like going back to playing vanilla, prior to Wrath of the Lamb, just vanilla Isaac, where it was 100 items, the game didn't have an end game, it only had 4 characters. Like, it feels like going back to like a demake of a game that you like. If you, not in a super negative way, it just feels like it doesn't have the full amount of content that, you know, perhaps they want to have in it. Maybe I know they're working on a patch or, you know, an update. Whether or not they're going to add more content with that or not, I have no idea. I have no information on that whatsoever. I do know that they plan on buffing, nerfing, and, you know, rebalancing a lot of stuff, which is a huge thing that I think is, because I've let them know a couple of things. You know, there's some rebalancing in this game that could definitely take place. I would like the game to not be a starting weapon simulator, and what I mean by that is, and I've talked about this in the previous episodes, especially last episode, where it feels almost like there's no reason, with certain characters anyway, to use other weapons. Like right now, I am Ragnar. I have a rapid-firing machine gun. I currently have zero reason to use the other gun I got. In fact, I have so little reason to use the other gun I got, I don't even care what it is at this point in time. And atomic ammo is 60. That could be real good. Is there any reason to buy a rate of fire increase as this guy? Let's find out. Hold on. I still don't think it actually changes on certain characters or not. I have no idea. I wish I knew. But we're just gonna go to the Eye of Kara. I think we could go to the Eye of Kara, could potentially get another better transformation. I know there's, ooh, the demon spawn. There are apparently unlocks for getting, maybe it's just an achievement. I say unlock, maybe it's not an unlock, maybe it's just an achievement, but there are unlocks as far as, like, you know, gamer achievements for getting a run with all the characters, blah blah blah, which I don't know how that's possible, because doesn't seem like there's enough levels to get all the transformations in the game, or all the mutations in the game. If that is wrong of me to think that, so be it. It just doesn't seem like there's... It seems like there's more mutations in the game than there are levels. But who knows? Perhaps some of you know. I have no idea. My experience with the game is still very young. Oh, we're definitely shooting faster. But that might be because of one of those buffs that we got. So it is possible for us to shoot faster as this character. And now we're shooting slower again. Okay, so one of those actually gave us a fire rate increase, one of those buffs. Which is unfortunate, because I would like it to... I'd like the freaking buffs you get from shops to have that much of an effect. Like, that was physically noticeable. I could tell without a doubt that I was firing faster. So we get the demon spawn, which is cool. I think demon spawn is the guy that has the spawnable familiar he has, which is fine. I don't really exactly think he's the best character in the game, but it's kind of unfortunate. Had I not bought the HP and stuff, I could have gotten the atomic ammo, which is what I pretty much guaranteed always want from a run in this now, after our recent runs. Especially after our recent run, where it was like, just, there was no reason to use anything else but the, that was real stupid. That was so dumb. Wow, was that stupid. Okay. Well. And now I'm dead as well. That's fantastic. Not exactly the most thrilled right now to be using the characters I have. Like, I just don't... Here's the thing. Like, I almost want to just restart. Here's the thing. Why, other than, like, achievements, why play as anybody but the characters I can almost guarantee to win as? Like, why would I play as anybody aside from the Hellspawn, or the Rat King, or Stitch Monster? Stitch Monster's good as well. Like, why would I play as anybody but them? Because it seems like you get to choose who you unlock at the end of the run anyway. So, you know, let's play as Hellspawn again. Let's see if we get another awesome, badass, overpowered run like we had last time. Why not? I see no reason currently, as far as like an unlockable secret kind of point of view. It seems like there's not Isaac-style, Gungeon-style unlocks for each character. You beat the run, and then you choose a character to unlock, and then you can start as that character next time. Seems like that's the loop that there is right now. And maybe they're going to change that. Maybe they're going to add additional unlocks and whatnot. Who knows? I don't know what the devs are going to be planning on doing. I hope they plan on doing something like that, because otherwise this is unfortunately looking like it's going to be like a 10 to 15 part series on YouTube, because no matter how much fun the game is, if I'm not doing anything new in it, I don't think I want to play it. And I don't mean that in like a negative light, because granted, there are games out there that, you know, don't have billions of unlocks. But as far as like a roguelite standpoint, which this is, those are kind of a necessity. Especially to the point to where like Isaac is. And I hate bringing up like Isaac and Gungeon again, but like Isaac and Gungeon do it nearly perfectly, because not only is there a bunch of unlocks to keep you involved while you play it for the beginning part, but once you unlock everything, you become so good at the game that it's fun to play afterwards anyway. So it's not like you stop playing once you unlock everything. Because it retains that challenge and that fun that you want to keep your players having. Because if players aren't enjoying every run that they're having, they're probably going to go to another roguelite. I'm going to probably go to my Lost Castles, or my Monoliths, or my, you know, what have you. Monolith is another one that I might do a series of on YouTube after this, because, frankly, I can't get enough of that game. And doing it on YouTube would give me a reason to play it regularly, rather than what I'm currently doing, which is, it's not even installed right now, funny enough. I don't even have it installed right now, because PC issues, I uninstalled a lot of games. And I have just not gotten around to reinstalling some of them. Like Kingdom Come Deliverance is uninstalled. I believe I still have, like, Crypt of the Necrodancer, stuff like that, all uninstalled yet. I gotta remember that I'm not locked into a room. The comments keep telling me, Penta, you leave the room, man, leave the room. It's okay, you can leave the room. It's not Gungeon. I get you, I love you, I respect you, but at the same time, I'm so sunk into that mindset, it's very hard for me to break out of it. Which I'm sure you understand. You're just trying to be helpful, and I appreciate that. Nobody's being an actual asshole about it, which is great. I like that a lot of the comments on this series have been actually just fully helpful, and I love you guys for it. I wonder if there's an upgrade to get health bars for enemies as well. Because I see that there's this books and stuff. Here's a main problem. And I'm going to try my best to not make this criticize the game, the episode, but there are some problems. And here's one of my big ones that I currently have, and I might have gone into this. Give the player the opportunity to read about the stuff that they pick up. Give us an item list, or a bestiary, or not even a bestiary, like an inventory list. Like, let me know what the shit that I do does. Like, I'm able to, when I go to the store, I'm able to select a gun, look at what it does, look at what its power and damage and all that kind of cool stuff is. I'm able to do that. Why can't I do that with all the other stuff in the game? Why can't I do that with weapons outside of the shop? Why can't I do that with... Why can't I do that with, like, what do the power-ups on the ground do? I'm not... It's such a fast-paced game, I'm not gonna know, unless I've been playing for, like, 300 hours, I'm not gonna know by heart what each book or pill that I see pick up does. And maybe the pills are randomized, like Isaac are. And if that's the case, cool, but there's no predetermined knowledge to let us know that that's the case. Because there's really no explanation for a lot of the stuff. And again, we're just crushing it right now as the Ghost Walker. So if they have atomic bullets, I'm definitely going to get it. They don't have atomic bullets, but they do have an attack speed upgrade and a damage upgrade, which I'm just going to get because the game doesn't give me enough reason, as this character anyway, to play with other guns. Like, I have this gun. What does it even do? It's like a water gun. Is it even good? Let's find out. Does a decent amount of damage, but like when I have this gun... Yeah, and the words, the text for those pills, it says Berserk. Okay, so the text doesn't stay up long enough for me to even see what half of them do. I just wish that was a bit different. And maybe they're going to change that. Again, keep everything I say with a grain of salt, because all of what I'm going to say is just typical game feedback. I'm not telling anybody how to make a game. I'm not telling anybody that they got to do things a certain way. Just feedback, which devs require and need in order to improve the games. Trust me, if devs like Edmund McMillan and stuff did not get the feedback they got on like Meat Boy and shit, the games would not be nearly as good as they are. Oh wow, that's a hell of an upgrade. That's that it looked like we were shooting triple shot there for a second. Okay, this room has a chest, which means I want to get what's in that. Hopefully without losing our character here. Ooh, what is this? That's pretty decent. It's like an elephant gun. Let's try this out in this next room. Oh, it's a shark. It's not a shark, it's a squid. This gun is incredibly strong. Holy shit. This gun is incredibly strong. Ammo efficient, too. But again, against certain enemies, certain foes, I'm looking at the character I've got right now, and I'm like, why would I not be using this? Why would I not be using that? We can try for another upgrade here. Another shot speed increase. And some HP. May as well try. Stitch Monster. Alright, Stitch Monster's not bad. It's only a 4x4 wave area. Which with the ammo efficiency we've got, which is basically infinite ammo because we got this weapon, this is almost a guarantee victory here. I'm even going to take the time to check this stuff for money. Take everything I say with a grain of salt, obviously. Like I said before, like, nothing I'm saying is negative criticism on the game. Well, okay, nothing I'm saying is bad about the game. Like, the game deserves its chance to, you know, get updates and whatever. It is negative criticism because it's not good things about the game, but it's not like I'm saying the game is bad. The game is great. This game is, it runs solid. Aside from a couple of little finicky bugs, there hasn't been any crashes. You know, it's a solid 60 frames per second. It's fun, it's intuitive, the controls are great. The music is great, the art style's great. The HUD is actually, like, not too invasive, which is a great thing. The HUD is not, like, all up in your business like some games like to be. It's very minimalist. I do wish that there was, like I said before, maybe that's one thing they could do, is they could incorporate, like, those, like, your weapon stats. Like, even putting your weapon stats, like, on the right side here, like a really small, like, small version of them. Like, that could be a cool thing they could do. There's all kinds of stuff they could do, and I'm not a game designer. Maybe it's impossible for them to do it, or maybe it's a pain in the ass for them to do it. And if that's the case, that is fair, and I completely understand. I could get the jackass gun, but at the same time, I'm like, why would I do anything except just go to the next level? Why not just go fight the boss? Who is somebody fought before? Is it Xenomorph? Nope, it's the Unforgiving Executioner, which who we fought before. We have fought this guy before. This is Ballboy. This guy's not going to be too much of a problem. In fact, he's most likely just going to get melted. Oh shit, we did lose our main man, though. It's a bit unfortunate that we lost our main boy. Mostly because I can't tell if, still to this day, I still can't tell if the upgrades you get count for multiple characters or not. I have no insight into that whatsoever. So, that's unfortunate. We lost him. But hopefully he'll get some decent upgrades here. He got a health upgrade. Good news. And another health upgrade. Puts him up to 320. A whole whopping 320. I'm going to do a prioritize of getting our not our Hellspawn, our Ghost Walker back, because he is definitely my main character in this. There's no doubt about that. The guy's insanely powerful. And for good reason. His HP pool is really small. Like, he deserves to have a very, very small HP pool. If he didn't, that would be slightly too powerful. I do... Shit, well, we're gonna lose this guy probably. Because these guys, I keep forgetting, leave a poison trail. One of these days I'll remember that they do. One of these days I'll remember they leave a poison trail. Alright, we're gonna go over here. This is our shop floor. Oh, he appeared right in front of me. What a dick. I am going to open this chest. That's not what I wanted out of that. Real bad there. Does he have the shield? Oh, I hate this guy. This might be the worst character in the game. He's not fun to play as. His main gun is pretty good, but the shield is just bad. The shield is just bad. ice thrower. I do want to buy these things, but I would prefer to buy them as my other guy, which is unfortunate that we're not going to be able to get him. I'll use this gun, why not? Hopefully we'll be able to get a decent chunk of soul stones on this floor still to be able to get the 60 necessary. It's going to be a tall ask to get 15 more on the rest of the floor, but I do understand part of the reason why I lose a lot of my soul stones is I let them disappear. I watch them I watch them disappear. So maybe if the game is feeling super lucky, or if the game's feeling super generous, it'll give us the now 11 that we need, which is not terrible. We just need an average amount of them to drop for the rest of the floor. And I'll be able to buy back both of my dudes. I won't be able to buy back both my dudes, because I'll have to get 80 to do that. Shit. Because it always resurrects the last one that was lost, which is Stitch Monster. Shit. Well, fuck, we might as well just buff this guy then. Might as well just buff this guy. And maybe go for the Kara unlock for a new transformation rather than going for Stitch Monster. Like, Stitch Monster's good, but if there's a possibility of us getting, like, Rat King out of this new thing, I would definitely rather have Rat King than Stitch Monster. If anything, just for his main ability. Just for his main attack, I would rather have him. But I would do really anything at this point to get rid of this guy. To not be able to use this, to not have to use this guy anymore. That guy's still alive, did not see him, that's my bad. I do not like this character. And that seems to be the going majority as far as, like, when I go to the Steam discussions and I read what people think. It seems to be the going majority of people do not really care for this guy. Mostly because his shield is just not very good. Whereas everybody else has, like, a really potent offensive move for their secondary attack. This guy has pretty much just a temporary shield that doesn't do a whole lot for him. Like, maybe in a pinch it'll save you a couple of hits, but eh. Although I might just be a whiny bitch. And if that's the case, I am apologizing for you, but like right here, I'm just walking in a circle, or I'm just dying, because I just... No, I'm slowed down. I'm going to die, probably. I didn't die with 10 health. Holy Christ. Alright, go to the Ayakara. Don't go to the Ayakara. Go to the store. Buy HP. Waste of money. It's a goddamn waste of money. Go to the Ayakara. Talk to him. Get the Rat King! If we can make it through this, 36 enemies, let's do this. 36 enemies, get the Rat King. We'll have to probably, assumingly, start over with our upgrades, because, again, I don't understand if they're carried over between characters, which is why a stat screen would be so helpful in this game. Not to hammer home the same exact whines and complaints, but, again, I gotta say what I gotta say. Gotta say what I gotta say about the game. If I don't give them feedback, they can't fix it. Oh, Jesus. I just actually walked into that damage. That was piss poor. Aiming that is so much easier with a mouse too. But everything else on the control, everything else in the game is just controller for me. Has to be. Oh Christ. We are probably gonna, yeah. I kind of figured we were gonna die on that one because it's just, it's whatever. It is whatever, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know what you're thinking of the Hellmut. As always, please do let me know tips, tricks, and otherwise. I know the views on the videos are not what the other series on the channel are, but the people who are watching, if you're enjoying the game, let me know, because if, like I said at the beginning of the video, if it feels like it's getting stale, I'm just going to switch to another game. Hellmut is not going to be the 300 episode series regardless, even if they update it, probably. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks for the support on the series, regardless of how long it lasts. I still am enjoying the game, and I can't wait to see what else is in store. Catch you guys later.